guys, so we had a super holy cow amazing experience this week. First off, ready? Our quail hatched out baby quail, and this is a jumbo coturnix. They're not supposed to go broody, and she went broody, and she successfully hatched out 2 so far. The first one completely floored us. I didn't know what to do. My understanding of baby quail is that they need a special incubator when they're hatched out. You need a special brooder so they don't get cold, and so I was freaking out. Our quail hatched out a quail.
And we were not expecting it.
And we have got to get it under a heat lamp right now. I've never heard of a coturnix hatching out babies, but it has. The next day, and the mama was just acting anxious, and I just was feeling horrible and bad. And then went out a little bit later, and there was this little teeny tiny shadow that was following her everywhere. So this little mama has hatched out babies and has actually successfully kept one alive. She might have been able to keep the other one alive, but with the second one, I'm like, hands off. I'm not going to touch it. Let's see what happens. So I got a little bit of footage of each, and I cry, and I'm very sad that the one little quail didn't make it. Usually when you have a new baby, you dunk their head in, you dunk their beak in water just to get them to drink it. And I was so anxious and worried that it had been hatched for a long time, that it was just starving, that I think I dunked its beak too many times. I never held its beak under the water or anything like that, but it just didn't make it, which was really sad. So, but hooray, hooray, that never happens, to have a quail that goes broody. The other sad part is that Paige was supposed to be feeding the animals and told some fibs about when she had fed the animals, and so when I finally came up for air and wasn't as busy, I had gone out to the greenhouse just to double check on the animals. Turned out their food and water had been empty, and I don't know how long it had been empty. And I'm pretty sure that our other quail died. A broody mama doesn't have to eat as much. They go into a state where their metabolism slows down. They only have to eat very rarely, and so I think that's why the mama quail survived, was because she was incubating. And male quail are very sensitive to feed changes. We feed our quail a very high protein feed. It's a wild game bird feed, and it's 28% protein. And when we tried to switch them to a more natural diet, they would die of malnutrition. It didn't matter what we tried to do. My understanding is that if you feed them something high in, is it folic acid or B12, or are those the same things? I'm not sure. Pavlov's fowl, I think is what it's called, Pavlov's fowl. I'll have to go find it out. She has been able to hatch out baby quail successfully under a Banty hen, and I think she said she's actually been able to do it under one of her quail, to hatch out a couple. However, just so you know, in the wild, quail will have 20 babies, and they're, this big mass of babies, and so they're hugely successful at it. But that doesn't mean I'm not just super excited that she did this. She will be one animal that I'm really sorry to leave behind, because it's these huge successes that just make you excited about farming. And so I thought you'd enjoy taking part in this miracle with me, and watch and see. I missed it. Okay, I'm going to try and hold really still, and maybe it will come out. Can you see it? Do you see the baby? I hope you saw it. Okay, so that's the second one she hatched out. The other one that she hatched out was the one that we took in and we intervened. That second one is very lively. Okay, So this is the food that I have out for him. I did have this one full of water. I know this all looks really gross. I'm sorry about that. With quail, you have to be careful. Okay, I've had little girls out here trying to help me. And some of this is really gross. Okay, so they have to have game bird feed, wild game bird feed. It's like 28% protein. And they have to have shallow water so that they don't drown. I'm a little concerned about having anything this deep. So I think I'm going to dump that one out. And leave these two waters here. That one's low enough for baby. This one's big enough for mama. And hopefully my little mama, can you see her? Hopefully my little mama will just keep hatching out babies. Hi, cranky mama. So I have food and water in here for baby ducklings, should they choose to hatch. So the girl that bought chamomile has offered to take our other girls. Can you hear the baby? That's the baby quail. Hi, little one. And so we do have somewhere to send girls and little boy. Hi, mama. How are ya? Huh? I don't have any food. Should I go get you some sorrel? Should I go get you some sorrel? I'm afraid I'll step on baby. Hi, little baby. Hi, little baby. The girls got all the poles stacked up. Now we need Daddy to come out and pull the rest of the poles up. It shouldn't hurt his back. The grapes are looking good. I think I want to water them. Hi. That's what it looks like. It does. So what are you going to be planting? Well, that sounds good.